Hello, this is Odeean. Today I'm having a look at X Plus Godzilla from 1992, the Godzilla vs. Mothra version. So you might have seen some of my videos lately with various Godzillas that I've been picking up, and I feel like this is what they've all been building up to. So I started with the Millennium version, this guy, about a month ago. And there you can see a little bit of a comparison. So straight away, this 1992 X Plus is significantly taller, a few centimeters taller than the Tokyo SOS version. Now, back when I got this, I was really happy with it, and I do like the Millennium look, the modern, kind of redesigned Godzilla head shape and spines and all that business. And in the movies, I think I prefer those movies, but I just had this itch that I couldn't get rid of with the Heisei period Godzilla. Now, it's been a bit hard deciding what I should do, because there's the really awesome, and I really mean that, fantastic SH Monster Arts 6-inch Godzilla with more than 20 points of articulation in his tail, and just all around a good package. I've watched so many reviews of that figure, and I think I'm going to love that when I get it one day, but the size just isn't where I want it to be. So I set myself a mission of finding a Godzilla that looks pretty much like that Godzilla, SH Monster Arts Godzilla, but at least the 12-inch scale. So this is the result. I've had a few other X Plus things. If you look back on my other videos, you'll see an X Plus Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet. So I was confident in the quality that I was going to get from X Plus, but the price was a sticking point. So I don't know if in the long-term trend on price, I'm not sure of, but I don't think it's going to be going down, that's for sure. So I watched this for maybe a month, thinking, should I buy it, should I not buy it? And in the end, I just couldn't help myself. Have a look. Maybe you'll see the reason why. So if I can get some light in on this face. My God, look at that face. I think X Plus are the ones who paint these. Some kits I know come unpainted, but I think X Plus ones are painted by them. Sometimes this has been referred to as a kit, and I've seen some listings that look like the same sculpt, all in grey, but as far as I know, this came pre-painted. The eyes are nice and shiny. If I get some light in there, it's a little bit hard to see, but he's definitely got a shine on the eyes. Looking in the mouth, he's got two terrible rows of teeth and a separately moulded, painted tongue inside. There's a bit of a profile shot of his face. So the character in this Heisei period, I really love the characterful design that Godzilla has from that period, but where I feel it falls apart a little bit is in the way they make the movies, some of the special effects and the movement. But just as a piece to have in my collection, I think this is the high point of my Godzillas for the time being. So I love the rolls of fat. You can see how fat his legs are. And for me, a kaiju, this is the ultimate kind of kaiju. The Millennium one looks really good, but it's these little details like the fat rolls and the thickness up here that say Godzilla to me. So my only little complaint about this X Plus toy is that I prefer the tail to not be bent up in the air, and this is a virtually stationary toy. There's a little bit of, like, there's a join here and here, but there's not designed to be any movement whatsoever in this toy. It is really a vinyl statue. It's not an action figure, so we can't adjust this in any way. It's not too much of a curve. I mean, the curve here is much less than the curve we see in the Western release, the Bandai America 12-inch Godzilla that was available a few years back. So it's by no means terrible bend in the tail, but I think I would have preferred it to be just stretched out long. It kind of gives Godzilla that extra bit of size, seeing how long his tail really is. Showing a little bit more of some of the other details. Oh, look at that, I've scratched his toe since I got it. That's not nice. Anyway, he's got nice shiny painted toes. I can't believe I did that actually. That's the first time I've seen that. On the other side, nice and painted as well. His claws. So he's got shiny, they're not really shiny, but the paint that's been applied to his skin is so matte that when you see the paint on the fingernails and claws, it looks shiny in comparison. And I mean, seeing this scratch here and the other one down on the toe, now I'm starting to realize how much of a display piece this really is and not an action figure. So that paint is not durable at all. I've only had this for one day, and the only movement I've done is to take it down to my office. I think maybe my daughter might have done that when she was playing with my figures earlier on. It doesn't matter. You can see the spines at the back, his nuclear radioactive charged spines. So going back to the Millennium version, you can see that there's a huge difference in the way that the spines are sculpted between these two. So this Millennium one's got really jagged, shiny spines as opposed to these more organic white spines. Both of them have their strong points, and you know, different spines for different eras, I guess. As a size comparison with some more familiar toys, I've got a Grimlock, Masterpiece Grimlock here. So you can see that this Godzilla towers over Masterpiece Grimlock. So Masterpiece Grimlock always seems like a pretty big figure to me when I'm playing Transformers, but next to Godzilla here, 1992 Godzilla, Grimlock looks like a little fellow, doesn't he? Now, next to the old Linebot that I've used in all my other vinyl comparisons, this time much bigger than Linebot. Good 2 or 3 centimeters taller than that Taiwanese Linebot. There's not much more to say about this figure. Would I recommend it? Definitely. There's some things are expensive and you just have to eat it if you want to get it. I'm not even, this cost me more than I should have paid, and when I told my wife $278 shipped for this piece of plastic, she was like, "And you complain about me and my handbags?" So I think I'm going to have to keep my mouth shut for a little while around here, but I definitely don't regret it. I'm in love with this figure. I highly recommend it. This has been my video review for X Plus 1992 Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Mothra. I'm odeean. Thanks for watching.